we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome. And today, in my little message of hope series, or two coaches for the prices of one, depending how I feel. I'm today with my friend Blazenka Rose, who did clarity coaching training with me a couple of years ago, and she is from down under, New Zealand. Welcome, Blazenka.
Hi, Martine. Nice to be with you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we haven't talked to each other in a little while, so it was very fun to reconnect. I'm going to ask you the same question I've been asking everyone: is how does having this clarity or these three principle understanding, how does that help you with maybe stress in general or the lockdown? Yeah, so how did that help you?
How did that help me, or does it help me? I think helped me a lot, definitely. And I have had like my journey, but until coming across three principles, I think things haven't really settled so deeply as when I came across three principles. Understanding how our reality is created, how we create our thinking and how our thinking creates our life story. And then we carry on with that. And we can get upset with external world, we can be stressed out. And suddenly I understood that basically all what is happening is our thinking, our gift of thinking taking place in the moment. And then doing that, I don't really need to pay attention every thought which comes to my mind. And on top of it, I really understood that behind that thinking, there is much, much more who we are. And going back to understand who we are, I don't really need to think about, I don't need to be attached to these thinkings in these external circumstances. And same story happened like during the lockdown here in New Zealand. Um, it's not that I wouldn't get occasionally worried or anxious, but I would be so aware that what's happening within. And my way dealing with that is usually going back and having much more compassion for myself, and
Mm.
ultimately for the world as well, because the nature of the world we live in is changeable, transient, unpredictable. No one of us have a like crystal ball to say what will happen tomorrow. So we can guess, we can speculate, we can make all sorts of stories, but who knows what will happen? And why waste our energy, our time doing all that while we could enjoy that present moment and in whatever is unfolding? And when I say enjoy, that I don't really mean like being always ecstatic, or very animated about that, but like just being present with whatever it is. And if that means feeling sadness, sit with that, not knowing that you're not sadness, or feeling peacefulness. If that's the state, we usually like that state, but I find that with this understanding that any state we find ourselves, I find myself, is okay, and it's acceptable, and I can deal with that. And but mostly I feel that compassion, whatever is happening, and that's my big thing, developing that compassion.
I think it's beautiful. Compassion to wherever that is, or wherever you're feeling, it's okay. And yeah, I think it's beautiful. We're sort of
Yeah.
used or judging ourselves, right? And to have this
Yes.
compassion, I mean, I think it's beautiful.
it does free you, you know, because if you don't have that in a way, you got that expectation to be certain way, you know, to be whether joyful or uh, active, productive or something, you know, and that could by itself being kind of anxious in, you know, but when you allowed yourself that unfolds whatever it is, you know, and feel that compassion, then basically you're creating some sort of uh, conditions for you to do whatever that is, you know. So in some moments that might be doing some action, and some other time could be just taking time off, you know, reading the book, relaxing. Like I noted with me, I was working from home during the lockdown, and there was that expectation that I need to be, I don't know, productive at certain level. But the fact is, we get affected with this, regardless our understanding of life. We do have, you know, the circumstances affect us on some sort of daily level, on surface level, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that means that my focus, it's not as sharp as should be for the work I do, I do allow myself, you know, to take time off and then think, yeah, today is not productive day for me, and I admit to myself. And I think that way I'm really always honest with myself, and I take any responsibility. And taking responsibility and being honest helps me to live the life I want to live, you know.
Mm.
And at the
Yes.
same time, where I found the principle useful, knowing that I'm always fine. Sometimes taking responsibility, and that responsibility might mean that you might have a consequences of your action, you know. You might try to avoid this because the consequences might not be comfortable, you know. But when you understand the principle, then you kind of think, I am fine in any moment, even if happens that these consequences of my actions are not so pleasant. I will be able to deal with them, you know, and I'll be fine. So
Yeah.
I just think that understanding principle gave me uh, freedom to be really a person with integrity and honesty, which obviously were always the most important values in life, you know. So I kind of had opportunity to fully embrace them.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Permission to live. Yeah, in a sense. Right.
Yeah, it is exactly that what you say. Yeah.
For more true selves. Well, thank you, Blazenka, for your time, and wish you the best. And yeah, are you still coaching once in a while? If people want
I
to get in
do.
touch with you, how can they do that?
I think the best way would be to find me on Facebook and then go from there, send me some personal message, and we can get in touch.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and stay safe. Cheers.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you for having me. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.